Hey guys, it's IzDaisho here bringing you some Hearthstone. A little bit early in the morning, woke up about 10 minutes ago, jumped right on, decided to make a Hearthstone video before I have to get ready and go to class, though maybe a little bit shorter than usual. Only have about 20 minutes or so. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. Playing with the Stipulation Arena draft. If you missed the last video, the way that I drafted this deck was that I could not choose the middle card. So I either had to choose the left card or the right card. And I think what ended up happening is my deck is still of reasonable power level. It just isn't as specific as I want it to be. So I'm missing a couple of 2-drops, and I don't really have too much top end. But I have a lot of good 4s and some 3s, and I don't know. There are a couple of junkers like Iron Forge Rifleman, but it's definitely still a reasonable card. I didn't get any consecrations though, which was kind of annoying. But it's not like the deck didn't let me choose a consecration; it just wasn't even an option. So yeah, that's all right. Fairy Dragon, you say? Well, I say Bloodcell Raider. And at this point, I'm just hoping that my opponent is a bad player and he's just gonna hero up here and he basically just wasted the coin. There could still be a possibility that he has a 2-drop, and that is really bad. That is just really bad. At least Oasis Snapjaw is actually going to be pretty good here, it looks like. Although, chances are what happens, he just trades the 3-2 for it. Yeah. That guy's actually pretty good against the Snapjaw too, so not in a great spot. I will admit this. Gonna be a card behind here, or 2 cards behind here actually, because the Acolyte's gonna be able to draw him a couple, and he already gained 1 off of the Fairy Dragon. So yeah, we are not looking great. It's a good draw. I mean, Chill and Yeti's great. He could just go ahead and kill the turtle here with the Injured Blade Master, and I do suspect that that will happen. Depends on what he's got here. I mean, he might have like a True Silver Champion or something. Oh, he's just gonna... Yeah, I would expect him to kill the turtle instead of the Chillwind Yeti. And he does have a True Silver Champion. Yeah, so he definitely should do that, and there. Alright, and now I can pick off the Injured Blade Master with an Iron Forge Rifleman and draw some cards. He's up to 6, so that means that I'll be able to draw 3 here. That's pretty fine. And gets me a little bit back on the card advantage race. These two are going to trade, and he's going to be up a card, or really just board position. We're even on cards now. So, I mean, that Divine Favor definitely helped. Okay, that's annoying, because now he's going to have this weapon that I have to deal with. Yeah, all of the things that just happened are kind of annoying. Alright, that was a good draw. And I think I will do this as well. Actually, I think a soldier is probably just as good as that guy is here, because it'll take off the Divine Shield or kill the Scarlet Crusader if it has already lost its Divine Shield, most likely. Oh god, I need to kill that thing. Alright, so what's he gonna do? He's just gonna finish off Kodo. What can I do next turn? Oh, I can actually Crazed Alchemist this thing and then hit it with my Argent Commander. Crazed Alchemist being a 2 mana, deals 2 damage when it enters. I love it when it gets to do that. And I can trade these guys here, so yeah, okay. Well, my other option is Hammer of Wrath and then hit. Then I can also still play this. I don't know. I think that the other play is a lot better. Doesn't really matter which order I do these in, but And I think I'm actually ahead now. Actually, you could have a Consecration in hand, that would help. But, I mean, I've got 7 cards to his 5 right now. How did I just get ahead? I don't even know. Well, I guess he doesn't have Consecration. Alright, so can we get some luck here? Thank you. Appreciate that. It doesn't help that much. I mean, a 4-1's going to die pretty quickly against Reinforce, but it's not the worst thing in the world to have laying around. It's probably a noble sacrifice. Doesn't really matter. I guess I should probably just play the True Silver first if I'm going to play True Silver this turn. I think I am, so may as well do that in case it's not. Oh, it is not noble sacrifice. What is the deal with that? So what is it? And it's not repentance. It could be eye for an eye. It's eye for an eye. Wow. Okay, I accept, sir. Alright, so if he doesn't have Consecration, which he would have played it last turn if he had it, for sure, then I might actually be able to kill him next turn. 8, 12, 14... be 1 shy of lethal, but that's okay. We're still pretty far ahead. Yeah, you got your Hammer of Wrath. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm at 19, so I can probably still afford to hit this. Yeah, I guess I'll draw a card here. Mind Control Tech is okay. Worth playing around Mind Control Tech here myself. Probably. If he gets this, then that would be kind of shitty. Should I play something else out or not? Oh, I guess I can. I'll just pass. I mean, I don't know. Playing around Mind Control Tech is a little bit weird because it's like a rare that's not even that highly sought after. But okay, so now I'm a little punished, but okay. I think this is a pretty reasonable time to equality, but let's think if I really need to. Probably not. Yeah, I can just True Silver hit and then Hammer of Wrath that. So let's Hammer of Wrath this first. No, I probably should have hit first. Noble Sack, that's good. Ancient Brewmaster. That's an interesting one. I can pick this guy up next turn after attacking and then attack again. I think that will be a good thing. I'm playing this game a little bit interestingly and maybe not correctly, but I think it should still be working out. I'm a little bit ahead. The thing that I'm worried about is that my life total is going down pretty quickly, and I don't really want to keep taking hits with weapons. Yeah, Ancient Brewmaster is definitely an interesting one here. Alright, so can I actually kill him next turn, finally? This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Still can't kill him. Alright, that's fine. Light's Justice. Let's hit first. Twilight Drake, you say? That is a big guy, but I think that what I want to do here is go for one of these. I can play Twilight Drake next turn if I need. I'm like not even that weak to Consecration anymore with this guy around. I don't really think that there's much that I have to worry about in terms of losing this game. It's not like I'm playing against Mage where you can just like Fireball me and then Pyroblast me the next turn and I'll be sad that I just died out of nowhere. There's not really anything that he can have like that. I guess he could have like Consecration or Avenging Wrath. I don't know. See, it's 9, 11, 12. Oh man. Almost had him for Xaxes. Oh, okay. I have him for Xaxes again, right? Because he just did -4, so that's going to be 4, 6, 7, 11, 12. Go Lights Justice. That Lights Justice value. Man, that Brewmaster really came through in the clutch there. Added 5 power to the board and allowed me to rebuy my my Argent Commander. That was really sweet. That was an interesting win. I mean, I was behind early, and I just kept playing the game that I was playing. And yeah, I mean, my opponent played Fairy Dragon into Argent Protector, into, what did he do on 3? He did something decent on 3 too. He played like, he killed my Thrall Malphars here. I don't remember. He played a thing on 3 too, so that was actually pretty interesting. That I was able to come back without using any area of effect or mind control tech or something like that. So yeah, sweet game. All right, Blessing of Kings. Probably not the 4 that I want. I think I'd rather fish for another 2 or something like that, or a 3, or another 2 and a 3. That would be ideal. That's not the 2 that I was looking for. Maybe I should have kept the other 4 so that I could go Bloodsail Raider on 2, Coin, Chillwind Yeti. Yeah, sure, you got it. Mirror Image. You can kill one of them with a Crazed Alchemist. It's not worth coining out a 2 into another 2. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world in this spot, but I don't think it's worth doing. So next turn I can just play this Crazed Alchemist, take one of these guys out, and then I can coin out a Chillwind Yeti, then play True Silver Champion, and then play Bloodsail Raider as a 6/3. So it's a little bit far down the road, and there's definitely things that could come up that would make me want to change that plan. But it's also a possibility that that does happen. Especially if my opponent plays something that I really want to kill with True Silver Champion, then I might play True Silver Champion, hit, and then still want to play Chillwind Yeti the next turn. Though it might make more sense to just play this as a 6/3 instead of this as a 4/5. I don't know. A 4/5 is a lot better than a 6/3. But this is only 2 mana, and I can play this at any time. So it definitely could go either way. I like it when Crazed Alchemist comes down and just murders things. When he kills Pagel or like when Pagel used to be played and constructed, and people like were sideboard, or not sideboarding, but they were playing this guy just to kill Pagel. It was awesome. I loved it. I just like the idea of swapping their health, and then if they have 0 attack, they just die. I'm really unsure of why they made the decision that 0 attack minions can't attack. I mean, when you say it out loud, it kind of makes sense. It's just like, well, they have no attack power, so how can they attack? But a lot of times you just want to run things into their guys, even if they can't attack. So my opponent's not putting any pressure on me, so I'm going to do the play that I said earlier, and I am very excited about it. I mean, my opponent might have a Fireball or Polymorph for this. Polymorph I'd be so okay with, because like that just means that this thing's resolving. Unfortunately, though, if he does do that, then I can't really add to my board next turn. All I can do is play a True Silver, and I mean, while I do have 16 points of burn in hand, I don't want to just go for the face when my opponent's at 30 life. Okay, that's good for me. I can just trade half of this True Silver and this thing for it. And I think I want to do that, even though Hammer Wrath could deal with it just as well, because I want to be able to drop the Bloodsail Raider next turn. So, yeah, it was a fine turn. It wasn't a particularly good one, but it was okay. And now next turn I can drop this Bloodsail Raider and make a 1/1, I guess? Still have this weapon out. Okay, you got it. Probably ping. Oh, Ice Lance. Jeez. I'll take the 2-for-1. I mean, Chillwind Yeti usually gets a 2-for-1, but he really didn't need to play that Ice Lance. He could have just pinged it and then again pinged it next turn. So, a little unsure as to why he did that. I'm going to leave the Rifleman in hand for an extra 1 damage if I ever need it, especially combined with my weapons and my Hammer Vast. Like, if he plays another 3/5 or a Chillwind Yeti or something like that, then I can easily deal with it now. Alright, you got yourself a Spellbreaker. That's a thing. Ping off my guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna send the weapon into it. That's fine, and play a Boulder Fist Ogre, fully expecting it to get fireballed or polymorphed, because he hasn't played either yet. but you know, I mean, it's still worth running it out on the off chance that he doesn't have one of the 6 cards in his hand, because otherwise, if he doesn't, it'll probably just win me this game. This is exactly why I wanted to keep the Rifleman. Can just do that and give it a little pew pew. Just the ability to add 1 damage to things is often useful. And I mean, I don't love the fact that I'm taking a lot of damage, but I do love the fact that I have a good board. And I mean, I do need to be wary about Flame Strike. My opponent's on 6 cards, but he hasn't really had a good chance to use one yet, so there's a good chance he has one. Right now is not even that good of a plan. I mean, you get this down to 3 health, and then you still have to deal with it. You still have to probably spend a card to deal with it. So, so it's really just a 2-for-1. But these 2 things he needs to get off the board, but they're not really worth killing. Cone of Cold. Well, that's pretty good. It's a good way to deal with the current situation. Argent Commander is a great draw. Because I don't really want... I mean, I guess I probably could have taken some more damage. Now Flame Strike would actually be really good. He'd be able to clear the board. Because he'd just be able to Flame Strike and ping this. So yeah, it looks like he's got a Flame Strike. That's okay though. We're still about even on cards since I took the advantage up until this point. Actually, I'm still ahead. So I want to do this, and I think I want to... No, I don't want to do that yet. I want to use the Divine Shield to get more than 1 damage, and if I play it now, then he's just going to be able to ping off the Divine Shield. So I wanted to play this to get the 2/2 body on board, but it's not quite worth it because its effect is more powerful than that. Man, these frost things. All right, this is fine. Oh, he didn't even ping my guy, so this is awesome. So I can Blessing of Kings and give it Divine Shield. And now my Divine Shield saved my creature 4 health instead of just 1. Do I want to play into a second Flame Strike? Not particularly. Is it still worth it? So if he does have second Flame Strike, he can kill this. This would be the only thing that survives. No, it's not worth it. I can't give him like a 4-for-1 out of it. That's just, or I guess it would be a 3-for-1. But even so, I don't think I could win after my opponent 3-for-1s me at this stage in the game. It's not such a big deal. I kind of expect him to go for the face here. It looks like he built a really tempo-based aggro strategy, but okay, he's just gonna kill my guy. That's pretty much the best case scenario because I can Hammer of Wrath it, and I'm going to do so. Ancient Brewmaster. Nothing really good to pick up right now. Okay, so yeah, I think the only reasonable way to deal with this is to hit there. And I don't see any compelling reason. Oh, I guess it's only 1 extra damage, so that's a pretty compelling reason. So can I... Yeah, I can afford to play this guy out. It would only make it a 2-for-1. Especially since I'll just pick this thing up. And he probably doesn't have another one. I mean, he's only got 3 cards in hand. There's a possibility that there's a second Flame Strike coming, but even so, I'm still actually ahead. So, it's not the end of the world. The fact that he killed my 2/2 with his Chillwind Yeti was very good for me. I'm not saying that he should have made a different play. Actually, yeah, I think he should have hit his Chillwind Yeti into here and just pinged it, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, what you got? What you got? You got a lot of extra spell damage here. Like, everything you do is going to do 2 extra damage, and you're not going to do anything. That's fine with me. Alright, let's clear the board. And I think we're going to pick this turtle up. I'm not going to... Yeah, I'll play it again. There's not really much downside to playing a turtle out. My opponent's down to what will be 2 cards on his turn, so even if he does have Flame Strike, which he obviously does not, he has to top deck it, then I'm not even in bad shape. Because this thing will stick around. Okay, so he just top decked Flame Strike. But that's fine. my opponent didn't. My last major opponent didn't have any flame strike, so it's only reasonable and logical that this one has all of the flame strike. But I mean, I wouldn't have made my play if I didn't think that flame strike off the top was a reasonable consideration. So it still puts me in a position where I can win this game. It doesn't put me in a good position, but it puts me in a reasonable one. Oh my god. Mirror image, you say? Alright, well, now what do we do? I guess I just have to equality here. Wait, why did it slow down? Oh, because no Stormer died, of course. Okay, so obviously Divine Favor's a dead draw at this point, but that's okay. So yeah, Nosdormu was pretty good in this spot. just being an 8/8. Ugh, that thing's giant. Alright, I probably just have to kill that. Ooh, Twilight Drake. 4/3. It's not so bad. Actually, let's draw a card first, right? So, 3 for... Yeah, I can send my board at it to tell the Twilight Drake. Mind control tech. So yeah, we definitely want to do this first, though. Alright, what you got, bro? This game's pretty close. I can definitely see myself losing it. Really just depends on what's left in either of our decks. Don't know how much I have in terms of big creatures. Ugh, that is so good right here. Light's Justice, get there. Yeah, gonna go upstairs. This is such a sad card in the top deck wars of the late game. My opponent's got another Flame Strike. That'll probably just clinch the game. Could have played around the second Flame Strike a little bit better, but I think that I played around it a reasonable amount. I'm only at 15. Oh god. He's just gonna kill my guy anyway, so I can't do that. Fairy Dragon. Going upstairs here. Putting lethal on board, so my opponent has to deal with that instead of attacking me. Put the Fairy Dragon in the middle on purpose. No, not actually. I'm really bad at that. I almost never think about positioning my units so that they don't get Cone of Colded or... Okay, well, it's not game. It's pretty good, though. Blessing of Wisdom. Cannot do that, right? Can't target this. I can target my opponent's guy. Yeah, probably want to do that. Draw an extra card that way. My opponent's creature has to attack. Otherwise he loses next turn. So, may as well draw the one card off of it. I don't really want to be drawing like 5 cards and getting ridiculous value, so I don't think I have any more direct damage in this deck. I used both my hammers, both my True Silvers, my Argent Commander, my Light's Justice. I will have the last bit of the Light's Justice to hit this thing. I use my Iron Forge Rifleman. I don't know if I said that already. Kodo get there. I mean, I wasn't sure if I had Kodo yet. I had thought about it, but I was unsure whether or not I had used the card. So the first turn that my opponent leaves a card was the turn that I drew an extra card. Alright, let's just do this, this, and this. And I guess we're hitting? There's very little upside to hitting here. The only upside is that this thing becomes lethal if he plays an ooze and doesn't kill this. But I can't imagine that he doesn't kill this. Oh my god, he has another Flame Strike? Oh my god. That is bad. Oh, yes, Storm by Commando, get there! Oh, man. I can't believe he had another Flame Strike. That monster. Alright, well, that was a hard-fought win. As easy... I mean, then again, he still didn't play any Polymorphs or Fireballs, and we saw almost his entire deck. But at least he played... I mean, he played 3 Flame Strikes, so... And at least 1 Frostbolt. So, yeah, definitely had a better Mage deck than the last one. But the Mages that we're encountering are not the greatest. But anyway, it's going to be it for today's video. Gotta head on over to the old class soon, but yeah, only got two games in. Sorry about that. Thank you though for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video and have a wonderful day. Bye.